So as far as the captain challenge, after I heard how everybody else did, I didn't do as bad as I thought I did, I guess. Sounds like everybody had trouble with the word eye patch, so I'm glad it wasn't just me because I felt really stupid on that one. But I thought it was a fun challenge. It's one of those things that, like, looking back on it, I feel like I should have done like so much better on that, but I don't know. It just when you're in the moment of a challenge like that, you're kind of like, what do I do? I feel so stupid. But I thought it was a fun challenge. And as far as having three ships now or boats, I think it's really an interesting idea. I did not expect that at all. And now it just has me wondering if every elimination, if there'll be another boat, or if we're just going to kind of stick with three for now, or how that's going to go. So I'm kind of trying to figure things out, make some predictions of my own. I'm like, what's going on? What are we going to do next? Like people always do when they're playing a game like this, probably. And let's see, what was the other thing I was supposed to talk about? Uh, well, I guess as far as how the game's going, I'm enjoying it still. The first elimination was interesting. I was kind of like bummed to hear my name. I guess it was kind of, one of those things. You got to hear it eventually. It's part of the game. But it was a learning experience too, and I'm hoping we do good on this next challenge. I think it should go okay, and it seems a little bit easier to try to bond with the other people on my boat now that we're not in such a big group. But I know that's probably going to change. So I think I've kind of started my first alliance, hopefully. I know how it goes, and they could just be saying things, and they don't know if I'm just saying it. And so I know it's nothing set in stone, but I think it's still kind of a cool thing that I've started one at least, or what I think might be hopefully one. So, yeah, I
Can
think
you say
that's.
name? Who are you talking about?
Oh, I've been talking to Duke. Well, Duke's the one that brought up having an alliance with me, him, and Emily. And I said, yeah, that's cool. I've probably talked to the two of them more than anybody. Or, um, let's see, what am I trying to say? But I asked Emily if she wanted to stick together and help each other out before Duke said, hey, how about the three of us? But today when I asked Emily, I said, yeah, so I was talking to Duke and we were like, the three of us should, stick together, help each other out. She's kind of like, really? You get a okay vibe about him? So I don't know if she was just kind of trying to feel me out or test me to see if I would like talk shit about him or if I was going to be loyal. I don't know what her strategy was when she kind of acted a little bit different when she asked me, really, you get a good vibe about Duke? Because I was under the impression when Duke asked if, the three of us should stick together, that he had already talked to her and she had already confirmed that she wanted the three of us to work together. So that kind of threw me for a loop when I asked her about it. And she's like, oh, you get a good vibe from him? Like, question mark. So I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you don't know, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing because like I was being suspicious, like I said. So what her motives were behind that.
I came in a little late. Did you talk about the upcoming challenge and if your team has a strategy and how you're feeling?
Well, as far as the upcoming challenge, it's been kind of crazy because I know they were wanting to do it last night and that didn't pan out. And I was originally gonna sit out on the challenge. So when I realized that we were doing the challenge today, I thought, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm still not in it because they had already kind of worked together before, thinking I was gonna sit out. But now I guess since Jordan, I think it was, can't be in the challenge, I'm back in it. So I haven't really discussed with my teammates what the strategy is. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. One thing I didn't plan for with this game is kind of like some of the time frames. I feel like I'm the weirdo that's up early in the morning because of my job, and most of the other ones are like night owls. So by the time everybody's active, I'm like busy doing stuff, with my kid and getting ready for the next work day, and they're all like, let's do a group chat and do all this. So I kind of feel a little bit out of place with that because just my schedule doesn't seem to line up. But I'm sure we're probably going to talk and maybe practice. Well, I guess there's nothing we can practice too much, not knowing the story, but I'm sure we'll practice a little bit before the actual challenge. So we kind of have a little bit of a strategy or plan before we actually do it. But I think it's one of those challenges that you just do it or you don't. It's not like something you can totally prepare for.
I only have one more question. You've not played these games before. What are you thinking so far of the challenges, and are they what you expected?
I was really wondering about the challenges. I had no idea what to expect as far as challenges go, because I know it's going to be, a different situation than what you'd see on one of the shows like Survivor or Big Brother or whatnot. But I like the challenges so far. I think they've been fun. And after seeing the list of the things that we're going to be using in the upcoming challenges, I'm really curious to see what else we're going to do. So I think it's interesting. I think it's fun. Um, so far, so good, I guess, on the challenges.
I'm done. Sean, do you have anything?
I do have one, even though I said I didn't have one. Um, so with this challenge, would you be concerned more on the memory aspect or the person who's asking questions or answering the questions?
Um, I feel like I do pretty good with memory. I'm not really sure about the asking the questions part. Because everybody's going to have, maybe be stronger on one side or the other. If I had to guess, I would think I'd be better on the memory part, but like somebody said earlier, I don't want to say that and then totally blow it. So I'm kind of nervous to jinx it there, I guess. But I'm really interested to see how it's going to go and how our team's going to work together because I've been on the same team with a couple of them, and then the other ones are new. So we're just going to see how this all flows, I guess.
All right, that's all I have. Nicole, any last minute questions?
Nope. We will get this uploaded. This will count for round two. If you want to do any more, you're free to do it. But if not, you're good for this round.
All righty. Thanks, guys.